Atrocitous is a problem for a lot of us. So, what can we do to defeat this dude who's running amok in PvP? As you can see, I'm going to say behind me or to the left or to the right. There's somewhere on the screen right now as I make this video. These are a couple of the solutions that I did for Atrocitous versus everybody. Let's get to it.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm doing Atrocitous versus everybody because Atrocitous is a problem. Now, so you guys know, as you guys see the background, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, I wasn't comfortable doing it earlier, but as you've noticed, it's been a little bit sporadic this month on the channel, and you'll see like my backgrounds and things are changing a bit. It's because I got a new job. I go into more detail about it on the podcast. Check out the podcast. I'll let you know a little bit more about it. But it's a good thing. I get to record YouTube videos on my lunch break, and thanks to the job, I could put a little bit more money into my YouTube channel. So overall, good thing, but until I find my portable like green screen and all the other stuff, forgive the background. So in any case, Atrocitous is a problem. All right, let's just be real about it. Atrocitous is a problem. Don't like it. And it became very basic to beat him. It's just basically match up his teams and have Brainiac, and then you could choose whoever else. So it's Atrocitous, Brainiac, and then blah, name somebody. And it got kind of boring. So I was thinking like, oh, okay, what are some other things that you could do? I'll go into the kits, a little bit of these 4 tunes. I made 4 videos, quite a few videos, pretty long videos actually. And so what I'll do is I'll say this. Based on those videos, there's more tunes in there that do what's necessary in terms of what I'm talking about, but these are the ones that were kind of key. You're looking at Enchantress. Enchantress on her, at the very beginning of battle, what she'll do is use Verse of Vitality, which at the, well, I'll just go to Verse of Vitality, but she'll use it at the start of battle as her L5 when she's team lead. And what that does is medium overheal to all allies, 75% chance to apply damage immunity to all allies. The damage immunity is the key there. So you're going to go second. And I was trying to figure out like a go second team so you didn't have to keep having like Atrocitous and Brainiac to go along with you. I tried it with Aquaman a couple times because there was no crit damage. But because Atrocitous does plus 50% damage in general, Supergirl's still going to wipe you out. Superboy's still going to wipe you out, right? So yeah, it was like, how else can I do it? If I did Brainiac, or not Brainiac, if I did Martian Manhunter, then his AoE attack removes all that awareness, so it just opens you back up to everything again. So this was it. It was a damage immunity on her Verse of Vitality, which then you can use again when her turn comes around and keep the damage immunity up. Now at 75%, for me, it procs really, really like a lot. I'm more surprised when it doesn't proc than when it does. I'm more surprised when it doesn't proc than when it does, but it's awesome. And then actually, let me check this real quick. 75% chance to apply silence. I don't care about that. Enchantress, 75% chance to gain a light overheal whenever an ally is healed. Gain 25% turn, gain more turn meter. I mean, that would be nice. And then Shadow Pact receives, every time a teammate receives damage, 65% chance to apply medium overheal on that teammate. You know what? I heard that Plastic Man is kind of trash. I was kind of saving up rings to take care of him. I might put these rings into Enchantress right now because I remember someone in my alliance saying years ago, or a year ago, I think, that Enchantress is underrated as a lead, and this proved that even more so. And I'm wondering, okay, so I gained 15% turn meter, 7% chance to gain a light overheal whenever an ally is healed. So then when an ally is healed, she'll gain turn meter, which will just help get to her turn. It's a 75% chance now. If I ring that out, that is 9, 16. All right, I'm going to think about that later another time. But I kind of want to put more rings into her abilities. Next is Stargirl. Why Stargirl? Stargirl has an ability whereby she converts, energy conversion, I believe. At the beginning of each enemy's turn, turn up to 5 strength ups into 5 strength downs. that ignore immunities. This neuters Supergirl and actually a lot of Atrocitous like teams because they use Arcus, they use Superboy, Connor Kent, they use Atrocitous himself, and he gives out a lot of strength downs. So you're converting those strength down. He gives out a lot of strength ups. So you're converting those strength ups into strength downs and weakening the team by a lot. And there was actually one other thing. Each time an enemy gains a buff in their turn, 80% chance for Stargirl to gain 2 strength ups and 25% turn meter. He gives out a lot of strength ups, so that helps as well. And then isn't there another, like, there's another ability where she gives, hold up. Oh yeah, and then on the A1, apply 4 strength downs. So she's giving out a lot of strength downs. He's a strength-based toon, and he's giving out strength ups, and usually the toons that run with him are strength-based. It's a good look. Next up is Black Canary. Now this approach was more about turn meter manipulation on her leadership ability. Which, should I add more rings to that? We'll see. At the beginning of Black Canary's turn, 50% chance for Black Canary and all allies to gain 3 evasions up if no ally has evasion ups, or 90% chance to use Wildcat Haymaker if all allies have evasion ups. Also apply True Sight at the start of battle, and whenever an allies end their turn with evasion ups, if they don't already have. So the True Sight, it helps a little bit if you have a Taunter running around over there with Atrocitous. That wasn't the ability that I was really looking for. Gain 30% turn meter if an ally takes damage. If Black Canary evades, 75% chance for an ally to counterattack. That's the one I'm looking for. I want her to go ahead and get that 30% turn meter up when an ally gets attacked. That way she can go ahead and start to go off and reduce the turn meter of the enemy team. So that is what I was trying to do, was manipulate turn meter with Atrocitous without using Black Flash, which is kind of obvious. And then you have Parallax. Parallax I was using a bit, and now he's part of a team that I absolutely love using that has Enchantress on it, and then Fire and Ice. I was really wrong about Fire and Ice. But he also strike twice if target is enraged. Damage to an enemy and gain 5 stamina ups. So he's going to strike twice when he does the A1 because they're going to be enraged on the side of Atrocitous. Damage to an enemy, purge 4 buffs and then gain 20% turn meter, which you like to see. Heavy damage to all enemies and apply 2 strength downs to all enemies. Apply 100% additional damage if an enemy is enraged. 50% chance to call assist on the primary target, whatever. Each time Parallax takes damage, gain 4 stamina ups and apply Enrage to the attacker. Now you're thinking, you're applying Enrage to him. That's kind of helping out those Atrocitous teams. However, when that Atrocitous team starts out fully enraged and I can just AoE them, or like take and I can AoE them and do more damage to them, I can take a good portion of them out, or at least get their health down low. Also, if Parallax is enraged, apply 1 empower stamina up to all allies at the end of his turn. Then ability at the end of each Parallax turn to gain taunt and debuff immunity. If Parallax has 4 or more stamina ups, start the battle with taunt and death immunity. So he's a good taunter against Atrocitous teams. Now, let's go to the videos. Be right back. So what you're going to see here is me trying to use turn meter manipulation to deal with this entire situation, but you also have Stargirl in there. Love it. So I'm using the turn meter manipulation to get around, to reduce their chances, like with Penguin, but then also make sure, see, so we get our chance now. He attacked with his A1 for some reason. A2 from Penguin gives him all crit damage downs. We're going to stun, and you see all the strength ups being turned to strength downs by Stargirl. So they can end up with a lot of debuffs, a whole lot. Oh, and so then when when Supergirl does get her chance to go, she's not going to do a whole lot. She's not going to do a lot. Let me go ahead and get my sip of coffee. This is the work mug. It has chill. Let it go. All right. Okay, so as you can see, they are I mean, one, we're keeping them. I try to keep Supergirl stunned during this entire thing because I'm just worried about her attack. But then you can see at the start of Atrocitous' turn, he hit, but he had so many strength downs. She converted so many of his stuff to strength downs. It didn't matter. Did not matter at all. And so, and also I will say this, and this was part of I think what made ice so useful is that stun is a big thing to keep the Atrocitus teams down because the way they're currently built with, usually Supergirl, Spectre, Brainiac, and Atrocitus, see, so you can't do any damage to us because of all those strength downs that are out there. The way that they're usually built, it kind of lends itself to them not having debuff immunity. That helps because then you can stun them. And I don't care how mad you are, sir. Your enrage does not matter if you're unconscious. So, yeah, you see how this is going to go, basically. She has so many strength downs, so many damage downs. She's doing literally no damage. So we'll just go to the next video because this is going to take a while to get her down for some reason. I don't know why exactly. Well, there was not really any damage dealers in there. So you have Hippolyta, Donna Troy, Superboy, and what I have, Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter was there to take the initial blast and to give us her meter up, of course. Then I'm having Superboy there to stun. I want to stun Spectre, and then I'm also using the call assist from Hippolyta. So there we go. We got to go first. We stunned Supergirl because actually in this matchup, I would rather have Spectre stun Donna Troy because it taunts on her. He's going to stun her, than to have Supergirl do literally anything. I don't want her to do a damn thing. I want her to sit there and be quiet. Stun on her also prevents her from going off when he does that AoE call assist attack. Hippolyta takes out Spectre. And then we can just keep Supergirl stunned with the A1 from Superboy. Love to see it. So nice. So nice. So then actually I think this is pretty well in hand. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the next video. Sorry that I'm pressing, but I hope I'm explaining it well enough. Like Donna Troy is there as a taunter to make sure that we turn our buffs into awareness to help protect us against us in case something falls, in case I couldn't get Supergirl the way I wanted to or whatever. That is what Donna Troy is there for, also reducing the cooldown of all the abilities. I can get a bunch of buffs out there with Hippolyta, and then we're turning those buffs into awareness, so it helps protect the team a bit more. Superboy is going to get his AoE attack a little bit more, so we can put those 3 stuns on anybody a little bit more often, but his A1 also is going to stun. So it all works out. So now here, this is me trying to do what the Go second team with Aquaman kind of worked, mostly because Donna Troy put in a lot of work by giving us a bunch of stamina ups, so we do love to see that. Then you have Captain Atom. He's going to put a bunch of debuffs out there. Now, one thing that did work against Atrocitus teams was me building up a gigantic bridge or a gigantic level of just defense and letting debuffs do their thing. So it's a longer approach, but it does work. Now, Aquaman, he's there because I don't want to have crit damage. And so this helps the survivability of Barda. And she barely survived. She barely got out of that one alive. But we made it. We made it. Now we can do the A3 with Penguin. And then hopefully get our turn in there to reduce their turn meter even more with the A2 from Captain Atom. Already know. And now, and another part of the taunter thing that's great is that I can determine where the attack from Spectre is going to go. And if it's going to stun Barda, I'm cool with it. I mean, because at that point, Atrocitus is gone, and the idea is I can kind of control Spectre's movements, and so that way I can make sure that Captain Atom is not catching that stun. It's gonna be Penguin and Barda, or one or the other. So that kind of helps us out. Retry bug, shocking. That actually went pretty fast. All right, so now this is the team that I've loved playing with for the last 2 days. Enchantress, that damage immunity is up. Parallax is exploiting people having enrage. Yeah, this team is even 37K, so it's 5K higher than us. Ice gives turn meter up on her A2. Fire is a beast with those flames. So let's go ahead and get to it. Oh, wow, this battle did not last very long at all. Get it done, yo. Get it done. So yeah. So now, see the damage immunity is all up there. Now he did the A2 instead of the A3, which is kind of fine because Supergirl's still going to do her thing. But as you can see, she can put all that stuff out there if she wants to. Doesn't matter, we have the damage immunity. And we're hopefully going to purge the debuffs relatively soon. Also get the healage from Ice on the A2. Give us that turn meter up. We didn't get damage immunity that time on the A2 from Enchantress, and I'm actually kind of surprised by that. But Fire's a beast with those flames. Bunch of strength downs. They can't do anything with it. What y'all want? Absolutely love it. So there are different ways to take out Atrocitous teams. Definitely different ways. And I did it again here, but it's the same thing. It's just I like running this team. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that gave you some ideas and different ways to approach. Because, I mean, of course, you probably have one team that you could do, but, I mean, hopefully using this little bit of stuff that I came up with will help you build other different teams so it doesn't get so boring and stale. Somebody mentioned that in, like, the podcast or in a comment that I read in the podcast. By the way, check if it's a heart and a like, then I went ahead and got to your comment. But it's also just a good resource because people ask questions or give information in the comment section and it's very helpful. But anyway, somebody did make it a point like, yeah, Atrocitous teams are beatable, but it gets boring. But it forced me to explore different tunes, and so I kind of like what happened. I had to figure out other ways of getting by. So, thank you guys for watching. I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm getting back to it, guys. I promise. I'm just work. I'm trying to make this money. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Buy me a coffee, help support the channel. Check out the affiliates, even though I didn't do a whole break for them. Still trying to find that rhythm. But thank you guys for watching all the way through. I'll see you next time.